I first met John Wayne on a frozen morning in Telluride, Colorado, in the winter of 1968. I was 37, still clinging to the idea of acting as a craft of truth and emotion. He was 61, the icon of a certain America. Courage, patriotism, heroism, all rolled into one leather coat and squinting stare. From the moment he looked at me, I knew we would clash. He believed in spectacle. I believed in silence that could speak volumes. Our first encounter set the tone. "You, Duvall," he said, coffee in hand, "I hear you like to be one of those artsy actors." I answered truthfully, "I just like the truth, sir. In the West, the truth is who survives." He walked away, but the tension lingered like frost in the mountains. Weeks into filming True Grit, it became a battlefield. He cut across my lines, challenged my instincts, even risked safety with a stray prop bullet. I stared back, unflinching, demanding honesty in a world built on myths. Henry Hathaway, our director, tried to mediate, caught between the young actor seeking real emotion and the legend defending his legend. Paramount watched, concerned. The press sniffed blood, but I refused to walk away. I refused to surrender the integrity I believed acting demanded. When the film premiered, Wayne won the Oscar, and I faded into the shadows, unnoticed. Backstage, he told me quietly, "Maybe you're good, but the audience loves me, not your truth." I simply nodded. That moment wasn't defeat. It was the farewell of an era, the passing of a torch I didn't yet realize I would carry. 2 years later, Wayne humiliated me on national television, mocking me on the Dick Cavett Show. Hollywood's men's world whispered, and doors began to close. I was quietly removed from casting lists, forced back to the stage in New York, where lights were fewer but truth was abundant. I performed Arthur Miller, Chekhov, finding myself again in the quiet communion with audiences, where no one measured heroism with guns or bravado. The fire Wayne ignited in me never died. I carried it into The Godfather, playing Tom Hagen, a man torn between conscience and power. For once, the world saw me, not the feud, not the shadow of a Western legend, just the actor. When Wayne watched it privately, he called me cold as stone. I took it not as insult, but acknowledgement. I had survived unbroken by staying honest. Years later, I faced the ghost of John Wayne once more in Tender Mercies. Max Sledge, a lonely fallen man, became a vessel for forgiveness, not of myself, but of the man who had defined the West so rigidly that vulnerability seemed treasonous. For the first time, I acted not to oppose him, but to understand him, to kneel in silence, to embody what he never could: humility, regret, humanity. Wayne and I were never enemies in the personal sense. We were symbols of two Americas, two eras, one clinging to a mythology, the other searching for truth beneath it. Our feud was less about hate than inevitability, a collision of generations, values, and definitions of courage. When he died in 1979, I stood at the back of the church, unnoticed, whispering, "John, you were right about one thing. I don't have the guts to live your way. All I have is the heart to live truthfully." That heart guided me through every role after, turning humiliation into fuel, conflict into clarity, silence into voice. In the end, John Wayne wasn't my enemy. He was a mirror, reflecting what I feared, what I could become, and ultimately, what I had to forgive. Not just him, but the world that loved him more than it ever understood him.